Hi, and thanks for joining us. In this short video, I'm going to show you how spreadsheets might actually be messing with your bottom line and costing you in the long run. Watch this video till the very end so you know what you can do to prevent that from happening. You'll learn a simple way to take the hassle out of data managing, eliminate the possibility of mistakes, and save thousands of dollars in the process. If you're like most businesses, you probably still use spreadsheets for calculating data. A whopping 91% of all organizations still use spreadsheets in some way during financial planning, budgeting, and forecasting. While spreadsheets work perfectly for calculating data, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a more robust, readily available solution than spreadsheets, they simply are not optimal when it comes to analysis reporting. They're time-consuming, they're error-prone, they don't show real-time data, and they pose a whole set of problems. For an organization to move forward, business leaders need to take action with the most accurate and current information without waiting for reports to be updated, and spreadsheets are time-consuming to say the least. Gathering information from different sources, entering it into the spreadsheet, and then organizing it in a way that you can make sense of everything, and it doesn't end there. You have to mail it to everyone or share it on a server so that everyone has access to it. That takes huge amounts of time. Time that you could be spending on more important business activities. And then you have to repeat the process all over again, next week, next month, or during the next cycle. Research with Fortune 500 companies reveals that users spend an average of 12 to 18 hours each month performing spreadsheet maintenance. And front offices dedicate close to 15 hours per month on spreadsheets. That might not seem like a lot of time to you, but it all adds up. And as humans, we're prone to making mistakes. Studies show that nearly 88% of all spreadsheets contain errors. And in business, where big numbers are involved and the margin for error is small, a slight error might end up costing thousands of dollars and can change the entire face of a business. And history occurs. Ever heard of the name J.P. Morgan and Company? Well, a simple copy-paste error divided by the sum instead of the average wound up costing it $6.2 billion in trade loss. That's a billion with a B. Here are others. 200 cells were accidentally hidden in Barclay's spreadsheet. Not deleted, but hidden. When they reappeared when converted to PDF, Barclays was forced to purchase 179 deals that they never wanted in the first place. A single keystroke error while entering the number of available seats for the Olympic Games, 20,000 instead of 10,000, led to the overselling of 10,000 tickets. That resulted in 10,000 angry fans for those oversold tickets. The point being that spreadsheets are error-prone and numbers go wrong more often than we'd like to admit, and end up costing organizations hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're using spreadsheets, these mistakes can leave you seriously financially hampered. But see, that's the old school way of doing things. Smart companies are realizing this and veering away from the overused, mistake-prone road of using spreadsheets and using MealData as their data management tool. MealData is a cloud-based analysis, reporting, and data visualization solution that's fast to implement and easy to use. It's a turnkey solution that takes the hassle out of data management and reporting and helps you get everything done in a fraction of the time it would take you if you use spreadsheets. MealData gives you end-to-end visibility of your business from supplier to sales and gives you automated reports, drill-down analysis, and Excel integration so you never have to create another spreadsheet again. MealData brings together data from different systems into one intuitive platform. You can pull data from databases, spreadsheets, XML files, text files, and then use that data to generate powerful and interactive reports within minutes. Traditional analysis solutions are complex to use, take up time, and have a learning curve associated with them. And you have to hope you don't make a mistake. You'll need a full support team to have your back, just in case something goes wrong. But with MealData, you don't have to worry about any of that. It's a turnkey solution that pulls all the data you need from any source and allows you to create visual interactive reports, reducing the time needed to manage large amounts of data. And since it's a cloud-based tool, you update it in one place, and it automatically updates the information everywhere, making sure the integrity of the information is preserved. Plus, you have visual representations that you can use to track the numbers, see yearly progress, and measure performance. Then use that information to focus on the areas that give you results. You'll keep yourself updated with current trends, quickly figure out loopholes and sticking points that you need to be working on to get everything right. And you don't need an IT support team to help you with MealData. All you need to do is tell us what you need, and we'll take care of everything. You'll get access to online analysis reports, dashboards, and KPI scorecards that are built from the data sources that your organization uses. All the files are automatically uploaded, so you and your entire team have access. You can also set security measures and database security protocols, as well as set user-based security restrictions so that only people who have the required permission can access the data. But don't just take our word for it. Here are a few examples of how we've helped businesses just like yours save time and money. Here's how MealData helped the Nutrition Services Department save $86,000 in a year. That department was spending 8 hours a week and thousands of dollars putting together a two-part report from several data sources. For part one of the report, each site manager had to manually enter the past week's daily point-of-sale transactions, including meal counts, a la carte sales, and student and adult revenues, into a standalone spreadsheet. This process took each manager at least 1 extra hour a week. Each manager would then email or even snail mail this spreadsheet to their site supervisor at the district office. For part two of the report, each site supervisor had to take their assigned site spreadsheets and one by one manually enter the data from one spreadsheet to another. This process took approximately 4 hours to complete, not including a summary of the data. Once the site supervisors had finished compiling their individual reports, at least 2 administrative meetings were needed to review the reports. The first meeting was to discuss the site's weekly progress, but as they started to analyze the spreadsheets, the data didn't seem correct. It was discovered that the spreadsheets contained errors, thus turning the meeting into a spreadsheet review. Manual spreadsheet data entry is prone to mistyped cells, formatting issues, and worst of all, calculation mistakes. So another meeting was held to review the changes and archive the reports. Week after week, this left the administrative staff doubting the data, and uncertainty loomed throughout the department. All of that changed when they decided to give MealData a go. MealData was able to identify the necessary data sources and develop a custom integration process that cleansed and transformed the data into one accurate version that made sense to the users consuming it. Through investing in MealData's solution, the department now has access to cloud-based analysis reports and dashboards that give decision makers exactly what they need to make their decisions in the business. They can click to drill in and get more detailed information, and they can do it whenever and however they choose. The result? They saved approximately $86,000 in 1 year. Here's another story that drives the point home. It involves a small nutrition services department in the Southeast, which is now using MealData's solution. Prior to using MealData, the department was relying on each cafeteria manager to manually fill out a state-regulated daily record, a typical spreadsheet, to account for the day's breakfasts, lunches, a la carte sales, and other income transactions recorded from their meal service program. Managers had to first print several reports containing the number of eligible students, free, reduced, and paid meal counts, revenues, and prepayments, all broken down by breakfast and lunch meal service as well as by student and adult. This process was repeated for each day of service. MealData first identified the necessary sources of data, developed a data integration process, and finally developed an online version of the daily record that eliminated the need to manually enter data and gave the school district administration instant online access to not only the individual daily records for distribution, but to a single analysis report for all the cafeteria's daily transactions. By automating each of the processes it identified, MealData's solution eliminated the need to manually enter the cafeteria data from the daily record into yet another spreadsheet, effectively eliminating countless human errors which were costing the district thousands of unclaimed government reimbursements. The best part of all of this is that it was discovered before the solution went live. Organizations that grow the fastest are the ones that have the latest and most updated information at their fingertips. Research states that organizations that have access to the latest and most accurate data and are quick to adapt to new and robust technology grow at an average of 15% per year. These are the same organizations that edge out their competition and stay ahead of the game. Leaders in business and innovation are taking a visual approach to consuming and delivering information. They're adept at identifying an opportunity and jumping on it when it presents itself. And that's precisely what MealData can help you do for your business. You can quickly understand what the data means by just looking at the figures instead of manually analyzing the rows and columns and trying to make sense of everything yourself. If you like the idea of having the information presented right in front of you and not wasting time on tasks that can be done at the click of a button, then you need to try MealData. And you don't need to be tech savvy to be able to operate MealData. You simply tell us what you need, and our experienced team will handle everything. Plus, if you have any questions, our team is a simple message away. We pride ourselves on excellence in customer service and are quick to resolve any issues you may have. So if you want to escape the hassle that comes with managing tremendous amounts of data, check out MealData. It will save you hours of tedious work and simplify your data management process forever. Click on the button below this video to get started with MealData and get a free, no-obligation demonstration to understand how it can prove to be useful for your business. It might be just what your business needs.